What's going on? Vincent Rapisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. In this YouTube video, I want to talk about a team that's eerily similar to the Giants when it comes to roster construction, and that's the Tennessee Titans. And their surprising success could all of a sudden lead the way for a team like the Giants. When it came to expected points added, also known as EPA, both teams were top 10 when it came to stopping the run last year. Just like the Giants struggled against the pass, the Titans had similar issues. Tennessee ranked 21st in EPA against the pass, and the Giants ranked 27th. Now, if we go position by position on the offense, it's also a very similar team. First off, the Titans invested a lot in their offensive line. Although Conklin signed with the Browns this offseason, last year's Tennessee Titans team had Conklin and Luan, both first-round picks by the Titans, on their offensive line. And last offseason, they signed Roger Saffold to a $44 million contract to play guard. So last year's Titans team that was one win away from the Super Bowl clearly prioritized the offensive line with high-quality resources, which is very similar to what Dave Gettleman has done. Former first-round picks Nate Solder and Kevin Zeitler currently have 2 of the 3 highest cap hits on the Giants roster. The team also took Andrew Thomas 4th overall, and Will Hernandez was a second-round pick by Gettleman in 2018. Interestingly enough, during last year's draft, NFL.com actually had Ryan Tannehill as a player comp to Daniel Jones. And while that wouldn't excite too many people during last year's draft process, Ryan Tannehill really turned it around during the 2019 season. Tannehill finished first in completion percentage over expectation. He was also 3rd in average intended air yards and 4th in completed air yards. With the Giants bringing in Jason Garrett to be their offensive coordinator, Dak Prescott is a good example of what we could expect from Daniel Jones when it comes to intended air yards. And Dak ranked 6th last year in intended air yards. As a rookie last year, Jones was actually above average when it came to completions over expectation. And him and Tannehill were actually ranked 5th and 6th when it came to expected points added as running quarterbacks. There's a very good chance Jones could play a very similar role to what Ryan Tannehill played last year for the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee has Derrick Henry and the Giants have Saquon Barkley, 2 big-name workhorse running backs. And they are actually very similar in style. NFL Next Gen Stats has an advanced metric called efficiency. And the lower the efficiency, the more that running back is a north and south runner. Last year, Derrick Henry had the 3rd lowest efficiency, and Barkley had an efficiency of 3.66, which was under the average of 3.87. So you can consider both running backs north and south runners. Also, when it comes to yards after contact, Barkley and Henry are arguably 2 of the best backs in the league in that category. Henry is ranked in the top 2 each of the last 2 years when it comes to yards after contact per attempt. In his rookie season, Barkley ranked 4th, and last year he ranked 6th in that category. When it comes to wide receiver, Titans wideout A.J. Brown was a game changer last year. Not only did he rank 2nd in yards per reception, but he ranked 1st in yards after catch per reception. And while the Giants don't have a receiver like Brown who could do both of those things at a high level, they do have a big play wide receiver in Darius Slayton, who was 17th in yards per reception last year, and Golden Tate, who was 3rd among wide receivers last year in yards after catch above expectation. And if you put them together, that's basically A.J. Brown. When looking at the advanced metrics, 2018 was Evan Ingram's best season as a pro. He ranked 2nd among all wide receivers and tight ends in yards after catch per reception, and he ranked 8th among tight ends that year in yards per reception at 12.8 yards. Titans tight end JONNU Smith is very similar. Last year, Smith was 4th in yards after catch per reception among all tight ends and receivers, and he averaged 12.5 yards per reception, which was 6th among tight ends. When it comes to catching the football, both tight ends can offer eerily similar numbers to their respective offenses. And really, the connection between the Giants and Titans shouldn't be that surprising at all. You could certainly make a case that hiring Judge had something to do with similar philosophical agreements between Gettleman, who's constructing the roster, and Judge, who has to coach the roster. As we know, Joe Judge coached years with the New England Patriots, and Tennessee's general manager John Robinson spent years with the New England Patriots in their scouting department. Their head coach Mike Vrabel played for the Patriots for years. And judging by how the 2019 season went for Tennessee, it's been proven that you can certainly win meaningful football games by constructing your roster that way. So that's all I got. Vincent Rapisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Vince Rapisardi. I also have a podcast, the Big Blue Unbiased Podcast, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and like everywhere else. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks again, Vincent Rapisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com.